Yeah, we have a special election for mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get her out here.
Mayor Moore.
Get her out.
Please, we're reconvening into open session and possible action related to the closed or executive session.
I have to say something before you continue, Mayor, and that's because I have a right to speak to the attorney. And in your opinion, Mr. Dixon, this is posted correctly to allow for what was discussed behind closed doors? Because when I was on the school board, we had to have, if it was an important position, such as your chief of police, your city secretary, or that had to be listed on here. This is not listed on here. So in your opinion, pardon?
The notice is adequate.
The notice is adequate in your opinion. Okay, can I tell you that I've been advised that the notice is not adequate by TML? I'm just saying. Noted.
Thank you. I will state that in fact, I did ask and offer the chief the opportunity to resign tonight.
Mayor Moore.
We don't want you.
Let us have an election.
We love our town.
Let us have an election.
Yeah, let us
Get out.
The chief has chosen not to resign. And at
He's
this
chosen
moment,
not to resign. Did you get that?
Please, everyone, if you will.
please,
No, I have a right to speak.
you don't have a
Please,
right.
everyone. Please listen, for the next few moments. There's most of the folks that are here for our account benefit, and most of us in this room are all Hitchcock people and Bulldogs.
We are.
If you have any respect for our system and our laws, whether we agree with them or not, okay, please let this play out. And do that. You obviously all respect me, and I appreciate it. You obviously all respect Sheriff Trossett.
We do.
Okay? With that, we are the conservators of the peace. So I will ask you to please let this play out. And I would appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll leave you.
With, at this time, I will go ahead and offer the fact that I, in fact, informed the chief that I would ask him to resign. I did that, and he did decline, and I am hereby recommending that he do be terminated as the police chief for the city of Hitchcock. At this time, I will entertain a motion to that effect.
Why?
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 What is the reason? We want to know why.
Hatred.
We deserve a reason.
So moved. Do I have a second? We have a motion. and a
Good Lord,
second.
grow some
All those in favor
backbone.
signify by saying
Okay,
aye.
we have a right to discussion as well. We have a right to discussion as well.
I move the question.
No,
All those in
no.
favor signify by saying aye.
cares.
Aye. All those opposed,
Certainly got a backbone.
motion passed.
You need to recall her.
Get out of Hitchcock.
Because that is not what the people of this town want. You need to recall him, because that's not what his citizens in his district want. They contacted me.
That's
The ones that do not represent their district.
You're right, Monica.
Tell them, Monica.
This is our town.
I vote no.
There you go.
Mark is opposed, because we represent our district.
Right?
And you know what? I have a question for you, attorney. Thanks a lot. You can't answer a question?
Not an open meeting.
Okay.
It's got it covered up.
I can just tell you that my question would
Ma'am, can we please return to order? It is time.
You lost order a long time ago, woman.
It is time to entertain a motion.
It's a very sad day in this town
All those in
when you
favor?
elected these people and they refused to
I want
put your life at
We have a motion on
risk.
the floor to adjourn the meeting. Is there a second? We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All those
Shame
in
on
favor?
y'all. You just put a dollar sign on us. Recall her.
Get her out of here. Nobody wants
You can do it. Do it.
Why
why do you feel that the
This is a
chief needs
personnel
to?
matter. I do not discuss personnel matters in public.
You just didn't vote. Why did you said you asked the chief for his resignation?
And it's a personnel matter.
Okay, but why do you think he shouldn't be the chief?
It is a personnel matter.
So you're not going to answer the public's question?
I do not answer personnel matters or discuss them in public.
Just did.
Thank you. I did not discuss the matters. Thank
Why do you think that why'd you offer him the resignation? Mayor, don't you think you owe the public the right to know your thought process? Just ask your feelings with this happening tonight.
Well, certainly I'm not happy with the outcome. I was hoping to finish my law enforcement career here. I think that everyone here in attendance that was in support of me and what we've done for the last 4 years were in disagreement with the mayor's findings. Certainly for many months she and I have disagreed. It's been about budget and not about theory. With this, I'll guess that I'll follow up any further at this time. I'll issue a statement probably tomorrow and have some closing thoughts. I'd like to thank the men and women of the Hitchcock Police Department for being loyal to us and our city, and for me under my leadership for the last 4 years, because I've gotten an awful lot of credit for the work that they've done. Okay, they're out there on the lives every day and every night, underfunded by themselves in most cases, supporting their families, and they do a very, very difficult job. I would always like to remain a good steward of this profession. I've always strived to do that, and I think this afternoon we'll probably just leave it there. I'll contact you with a statement sometime tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
Did the mayor give a reason of why? She wouldn't tell us, but would she give you a reason why she thought you should either step down or be terminated?
No. She asked for my resignation. I didn't tender it, so she took it to a vote. And it really wasn't clear where her direction was going from the very beginning. With that, I think this has been probably a clouded administration from the very beginning, which is probably how we ended up here today. But I can tell you that being a Hitchcock Bulldog, I still remain a Hitchcock Bulldog. I will be for the rest of my life. I love this job, the city, and everybody in it. And again, I'd like to thank everyone that supported me. And you don't have enough tape, even in the digital fashion, for me to thank everyone that I need to thank with that. Certainly this feels more like a funeral than the birth, but you were here for that, and I appreciate you as well, TJ.
I'd rather not talk about personnel reasons, and that's what it was.
Don't you think you owe it to the public, though, to say why you voted the way you did?
No, it's what the rules are as far as talking about personnel, and I can't do that. John Hamm, I love him. I love him. But it's not about people. It's about the city of Hitchcock. So I'd have to leave it at that.
Can you at least say, was this more of a fiduciary thing for you reason, or mismanagement, or anything like that?
I'd rather not. No comment.
We need to put recalls all in our house and say, come sign in the queue. And everybody get a petition. Yeah. Everybody look at the good old days.
Chief, I heard they want to bring the old chief back. They need corruption.
You walked out of the executive session at one point. Why was that?
Well, I just felt like that at that point in time, that what was being presented in there was very inaccurate, and that people had their minds made up and their alliances formed, even though I say that is a violation of Open Meeting Act if 2 or more commissioners speak, or the mayor and commissioners, and it seemed that there was an alliance formed as we were in there, and that's why it was just total nonsense.
The mayor wouldn't tell us what were her accusations.
See, I'm not allowed to say, TJ, and you know that.
Actually, you are.
Actually, in closed session.
You are totally allowed to give your perspective of what was said there.
My perspective of what is said, without calling names or anything, she has someone that she would like to appoint mayor, basically. I mean, I'm sorry, the mayor has someone that she would like to appoint as chief. That is why I think she took this action. And if you want to know why I think that, because I think John Hamm is a very good and upright man, and she is unable to control him. That is what I truly feel.
What next now? You were one of just 2 votes to keep him on board. You were actually demanding for the recall of the mayor and another commissioner. What now?
I don't totally demand it. I'm just saying, as the citizens' rights, they have a right to recall me, any other commissioner that doesn't represent them in the way that they should. I would vote against anyone if that was what I felt my constituents and my voters wanted me to do. Do I think that each of those represented their voters and their citizens? I do not. I do not know why they formed that alliance against him. There was nothing, I can tell you there was zero information brought out that would constitute someone firing the chief of police. And I really don't think, TJ, that it's listed properly on the agenda. I called TML. I do not think that it is. I think that was an improper action because I think that the mayor and some of the commissioners are just maybe ignorant to the law.
Do you plan on challenging it, taking it to the Attorney General's office or even the DA's office in this case?
Well, I would tell you that I've contacted all of the offices, and tomorrow I'll be contacting the Texas Rangers because I was told to do that today and just didn't have time.
I'd like to thank everyone for coming. God bless every one of you for supporting me. Okay, what we've done.
It's not over. It's not over yet.
Not over. We're not finished
It
fighting.
ain't over.
I understand.
We're not. It's just beginning.
Well, there's a lot that needs to be done, and now we've got people energized to be able to do that work. And let's look at it that way.
Yes, sir.
Instead of look at it like it's a bad day for me, it's probably a better day for all of us because now we're energized and now we're ready to get with it. So
Get it started.
let's end it on something on a positive note.
Yes, sir.
You know, for the last couple of days, I felt like this has been a funeral, and everyone's been so nice calling and texting and emailing, and it's been so difficult to keep up with that I think I'm at my own funeral because everybody's talking so nice about me. You know? And with this, I guarantee you that me and my family will be fine. It's been my honor and privilege to work for y'all, and we'll see you soon. And God bless every one of you.
He does.
God bless you.
Did y'all take that?
It's live, actually. I was already logged.
Expect a call from PETA tomorrow.
She got the beat?
She saves you all.
Flying chair.